What's up, everybody? It's your boy Precise Thoughts, and I'm back again with another video. Yo, it's like the first week of January still, and I hope you guys are harnessing that power of that renewal, the new year, the new plans, new ideas, new goals, dreams, wishes, endeavors. Not letting any of the adversity that you're suffering with. Everyone has adversities. Everyone has mental blocks or people or things and situations that hinder your progress, and just stop you from growing in general, if you allow those things to overtake your mind. So on today, just my message for you today is just keep going, keep doing what you're doing. If what you're doing is a good thing, if what you're doing is a right thing, if you love what you're doing, if it makes you happy. A lot of my joy comes from spreading information, learning information. Of course, you got to do that before you can teach anyone, right? And the application of that knowledge is wisdom and experience, right? Hands-on wisdom and experience. When you're going through things, when you struggle and you overcoming those particular struggles, those are things that we got to keep fresh on our mind, as the new year begins. And some of my plans for this year is to continue to put out music, continue to put out projects, continue to assist content creators with music that they need for videos, continue to network and meet people, continue to just lend a helping hand to people who need tips about as we navigate, networking on the internet, networking in person, which we all know has drastically been reduced these days, but you get the point. There's meetings that we'll be doing and phone calls and things like that are more personal than just being online on social media interacting. So those are a lot of the things that I need to work on, is just connecting with people. I know how important it is, but me individually, personally, I do struggle with issues with connecting with people socially. I do have avoidant personality disorder, and I have borderline agoraphobia. So yeah, just some of the things that I was able to accomplish with struggling with those different things, and the anxiety, and a lot of the things that have hindered me and have caused me to procrastinate, and just not really bring a lot of my visions and ideas to light. Just most of it was being discouraged within myself, right? That's the first place that's going to stop you, is going to be you. And then the second thing is always going to be, what is everyone else going to think? What about all the people that have done what I'm trying to do? What about all the people that failed and project their failures onto you? What about all the people that seek to discredit you, discredit your knowledge and how much you've studied or practiced the thing that you've mastered in your life? What about all the people that came before you and crashed and burned? What about all the people that gave up? And what about the ones that have succeeded and have distanced themselves, or have just I don't even know what to say. They've succeeded and have guilt, even, allow people to tell them, what they've done right or wrong during the course of their career, or during the course of their endeavors for their personal business, things like that. Not reaching out, not helping out. That's because it's not possible for one person or one team or one company or business to help everybody. That's why it's important to build relationships, because you need to bring things to the table that are just as beneficial for the person that's providing the information or the product or service. You need to be having something that you can leverage for them as well, whether it be financial, whether it be your time, which is the most precious and valuable thing that you can offer a person, whether it be just genuine support and encouragement, different things that we can provide value with when you're connecting with content creators or musicians or producers, artists, artists in a lot of different senses. Now we have NFTs, people that design NFTs and sell them, which there's going to be a lot of boxes in that particular category that I'll be checking off this year for myself. A lot of goals in the NFT sphere that I actually jumped in. I've been in now for about a year, and it's pretty interesting. I've learned a lot about the blockchain. I've learned a lot about cryptocurrency and stocks and all kind of different stuff, but I am not living to my full potential. Sometimes we feel like we just have we're bursting with ideas, we're bursting with information, and we're not able to share it. And sometimes that feels like the most stifling thing in the world, when you feel like people might not understand you or see the vision or believe in the vision or support and have faith in the vision. Or, it's not always that people have the intention to make you quit. We all have to be subjected to criticism, right? We all have to be able to take criticism gracefully. We all have to be able to receive criticism and apply it to what may be true or false, but also learn how to ignore the negative that you can't take constructively. If you're saying negative things to me without providing anything constructive that I can do better, or you need to choose someone else who's providing information that fits your criteria. We're not here to change anyone for who they are, for what their personality is or what they may lack, So if you have a suggestion, you don't always have to be negative and mean-spirited about it. There's ways you can come across there's ways you can tell that. And I know that I'm sometimes condescending. I get that. I've gotten that before, in response to criticism. If I know something and someone has a critical analysis of what I'm doing and breaking it down, and I know that what I'm doing is pushing against the norm, sometimes my explanation for those things may sound condescending or making excuses for not living up to my full potential. But sometimes that's your goal. Sometimes I might make a lo-fi beat that's not mixed. Most of my stuff ain't mixed that good. I'm decent, you know what I mean? But I'm not an engineer. Of course, as a producer, you work on your engineering craft as best you can. You continue. It's a lifelong process, just like people who focus mainly on engineering. They understand it's a process that through working with the software or the hardware and the programs, through working with those things, you learn. You develop your ear, you develop your sound, things like that. The same thing goes for a producer. Sometimes a producer may do some things that throw you off, and you might be like, I don't really like that. I don't really, you know what I mean? But you don't know what they were going for. You don't know if they already have an artist that liked it that way, or, that's an analogy made about life. It's about when someone gives you criticism, or if you want to criticize someone, always try to have something constructive to say. We've all heard the saying that if you don't have something nice to say, don't say nothing at all. I'm not saying shut up and don't voice your opinion. By all means, do that. And I'm an advocate for, people's rights to not be censored. You know what I mean? Say what's on your mind and how you feel. That's perfectly fine, because at the same time, I can block you. At the same time, I can, unfollow you. At the same time, I can restrict you, So bear in mind that, as we navigate social media and things like that, if somebody's bothering you, just block them. Or if you don't like what someone's doing as far as their entrepreneurship or whatever, don't watch them. Why are we putting so much negative energy on there? So that's just a message I wanted to say today. Keep going, stay motivated, and don't allow anything to discourage you, mainly yourself, because we're our number one worst critic a lot of times. So, man, it's your boy Precise Thoughts with a message, man, for the mindset Your mindset is nothing without the work behind it. Do the work, get uncomfortable, because when you stay in your comfort zone, you can't grow. The longer you stay in your comfort zone, the more comfortable you get. So shake it up, move it around, and do something different to get a different result. So, it's your boy Precise Thoughts, man. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed.